Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Lantz, coming to you from Des Moines, Iowa, and this is the LifeWave Training Tools Zoom. So welcome. Our topic this morning is how to share this great technology called LifeWave. So that's what we're going to talk about. And as we begin, I was going through some resources that we have available. One of them is thisisitteam.com. So I want to play a video for you. I was listening to a video on there and it just kind of got me a little fired up. So we're going to listen to this short video. This will be Scott and Renita Brennan talking. They are our upline. They are senior presidential directors with LifeWave. She's been a health coach for 25 years, I believe it is. And they're just great people to listen to, great trainers. So I'm going to play their video to begin with here. Then we will chat a little more about our subject. This video is about 6 minutes long, so enjoy. Okay, so this is what the website looks like. Thisisitteam.com. I encourage you to go to this website. There is just a ton of information on here. Some great stuff. But as I was looking at this last night, I came across their video. And I thought it was just excellent. So we're going to listen to it for a minute here.
This is absolutely the best product you're ever going to find, not only in network marketing, in the health industry. I've been a health coach for 25 years. I've dedicated my life to learning and helping people to restore, rejuvenate, and really rebuild their bodies. And I've never in my history of being a health and nutrition coach, clinical exercise specialist, 25 health and fitness certifications, I've never seen something that works so quickly, so effectively for so many people. And the biggest thing is, it's so easy. It's so easy. We have people that are 95, 97 years old adhering to this patch. You know, sometimes in health products, like people got to mix up this or shake up that or take this at a certain time. With this patch, you literally rip off the back of the sticker and put it on. We have 4-year-olds doing it and we've got 94-year-olds doing it. So I believe the reason people see such tremendous results is the adherence to do it is so high. Everybody can do it. There's not a person that can't do it, right? And so when you have that type of product, the simplicity, the convenience, and just the fact that it literally is for everybody. And also we've seen incredible results with their pets. From the horses to the dogs to the cats, we've seen incredible things in that realm as well. So you might want to research that a little bit more, but the bottom line is, if you're a mammal, you should be wearing this patch. And so they always say in network marketing, you want to choose a product that the biggest demographic of people need. Well, we literally have men, women, children, old people, young people, athletes, and everybody in between and their pets that can wear this patch. How incredible is that?
With no competition.
That's it.
Right? So you think about amazing products, right? So not even just network marketing, but in any industry, when a company creates a product, their next decision is, how do we get it to the buyer? How are we going to deliver this product to the people who are going to want to purchase this, right? And so you look at what LifeWave did 20 years ago when they started creating this technology, and David Schmidt started investing money and time into these patents and clinical studies. And he chose network marketing. Yeah. And we are so thankful for that. David Schmidt, thank you so much for that decision to bring this product into not only the United States, but all over the world in the form of network marketing. So when we love a product, what do? It's just human nature. We're going to tell people about it, right? Yeah. We don't want to keep something from somebody else if it's something that we truly, genuinely love. Right. And so here we are. We've got the X39 patch. It's changing our lives. We're experiencing miracles. And we're just going to go out there and be ourselves. We're just going to tell as many people about it as we can. Thankfully, LifeWave said, hey, this is going to be a network marketing opportunity. And so when you tell people, we're going to share our commissions back with you. And so amazing. LifeWave is sharing 60% of their revenue. That's all of their budget. So you think about, Renita, everyone wants to be a social media influencer or affiliate marketer. All these companies are developing affiliate marketing programs these days. The difference is those companies has just a fraction of their budget to grow their company.
Probably 1 to 10%.
Yeah,
right?
Allocated just probably a fraction of 1% even of their revenue, right, into growing their business. And so what LifeWave is doing is saying 60% of our revenue we're going to push back to people like you, people like us that want to talk about what's going on with this amazing technology. So as far as opportunities go, you get started with a package that's appropriate to you and your financial goals, right? So, you get started with what works. You get started with the patches that you want to wear yourself. and then you just go out there and start sharing it, right? We talk a lot about smart financial moves and smart money moves, right, Renita?
I want people to be financially independent and financially literate. It's a big deal. They're not learning this stuff in high school and even college. So what we offer here is a huge thing, which is financial education. And you realize the more you financially educate yourself, the higher and longer and stronger you want to build your business and your team.
Absolutely.
Because this is an incredible financial opportunity, literally for generations. Our entire family is involved in our business. Our oldest son is also an SPD, Bo. We believe that the next two sons are also going to be SPDs, because this is literally generations of health and generations of wealth that's happening here. So we'd love for you to be part of it. Bring your family on board. It'll be the best financial decision you ever make.
And making smart money moves really at the end of the day as well. So, it's we look at the Diamond Kit with LifeWave, right? And so that $1,600 investment into these products, you're getting some to wear, you're getting some to share, and that $1,600 is a tax deduction. If you're ordering about 2 sleeves per month, that's another $2,400. So you're looking at a $4,000 annual investment, right? What we talk about, Renita, together with ourselves and with our family and with our team, is you're writing that $4,000 off. That's a business tax deduction. You're also going out there and you're looking at current expenses. We call them lifestyle expenses. Right. These are expenses that you already have. But because you launched a home-based business, you're able to write off things like your cell phone and your internet and your mileage. 2023, write off 65.5 cents per mile, right? Mm-hmm. The IRS wants to know that you want to be in business to make money.
That's right.
And they want to know that you're doing things on a regular basis.
So you want to start saying, I want to make money. Don't be the person that says, I don't want to make money, because then according to the IRS, you're not building a legitimate network marketing business. You have to say, my intent is to create massive wealth. Right, Scott?
Yeah, and we're not here giving tax advice. You can go right to IRS's website and learn about the 2 requirements that they have for entrepreneurs from home. You have to be in with an intent to have profit, and you have to be involved in regular business activities, right? So here we are, we launch our business with a Diamond Kit. Get started with whichever appropriate for you, right? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond.
But eventually go diamond.
Yep. Find out what your lifestyle expenses are. Find out if it's your intent to build profit when you leave your home, then you're able to write off those mileage. So if you can come up with an extra $16,000 in expenses of lifestyle expenses like phone, internet, mileage, travel, some of your meals, those kind of things, your $4,000 is completely covered by the end of the year in your tax savings. So we talk a lot about money. We have different Zoom meetings and things going on, throughout the week, educating our team and just continuing to grow ourselves, learning to make smart financial moves. But in the network marketing industry, there's nothing like this product. In the financial, aspect of it from the compensation plan, nothing like it, right? It's a total game changer. So you're here, you're in the right place.
God bless you.
Wasn't that awesome? That is called thisisitteam.com. And I want to talk for just a minute about the difference here. When we are sending a prospect information, we would send them thisisitinfo.com. That website has just a ton of information, some great videos. It's got a video from David Schmidt, just a great information website. It has the studies on it. It has doctors. I believe there's a doctors panel at the bottom. There's a whole section for doctors. The topic today is, how do we share this great technology called LifeWave? A lot of people, when they get started, I know for us, it was, I just want to try the patches. Let me see if they work for me. Let me see how I feel on them. And then and I believe this is with a lot of people, they want to see how they feel. And then they usually have very good results. And so then they want to tell people about it. I know that's what happened to us. I find this business and the LifeWave patches so easy to bring up in conversation. I've been out on some of my job sites and I was talking to one of my subcontractors, and he just started bringing up some of his health issues. And one of them was, he had arthritis in his hands. And I said, are you in pain right now? And he said, yes, I am. I started telling him about the LifeWave patches. I said, have you ever heard of a company called LifeWave? They're stem cell activation patches. I went out to my car, I got some IceWave patches and I put them on his hand. He said, oh my gosh, I can feel something happening right there. He went home that night. A few days later, he called me up and he said, I need to come and buy some of these patches, because he was going on a weekend trip with some of his buddies. He had neuropathy in his feet. So I sold him 3 different types of patches. I told him how to use them. he went on his weekend hike. He came back on the next week and I said, well, how did you do? Did the patches do some good for you? He goes, oh my gosh. He goes, we hiked all over the place. My feet didn't hurt at all. He is now a brand partner and he is on auto ship for the patches to help his neuropathy. And, you know, I find it just about that easy to share with people. So what I want to do next is I would like to introduce a lady who from Nebraska, Pat Schoone, and she has just been doing great with this business and sharing it. She's building an awesome team over there in Nebraska. And I thought we'd have Pat share, since her team is growing so fast, kind of what she's doing with the LifeWave business and how she's sharing it. So Pat, take it away.
Hi, I'm Pat Schoone, and my husband is Ivan Schoone, and he's a minister. My background is I'm an insurance agent. I work with people with Medicare, so I've helped them with their drug cards for a long time, and I've even worked with exceptions so they can get all these drugs so they don't have pain. So to me, this is just an answer for everybody because they're not going to have to be using their pain medications and stuff. But my friend Pam called, and I think I didn't have any patches. I didn't have anything. I just had the site she sent me. She sent me the info, the This Is It team, the info site, and then also start X39 now. And it was just immediate. I knew that I was in the right place because I just saw what David Schmidt was doing, and I knew I needed to grab onto that. So we started sharing, and I didn't have my patches and they were late. And my husband's birthday was January 25th, and I wanted him to be able to have the patches where he is blind. That was my present for him for his birthday, but I didn't have any patches. So Pam and Bill drove over, came about 45 miles and brought us patches that night so I could patch him on his birthday. So to me, I was right. I had a good people that I could get my questions answered, and I knew that it helped Pam that she didn't have to be having her knee surgery. So we just grabbed on. I was sharing it right away, and I don't really have a plan of attack of how I share it. I'm just really excited about it, you know, and I look at it as a wonderful gift. One of my favorite songs when I grew up, I used to sing a lot. I can't now with my cochlear implant. They messed up my music. But it was, if I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain. So I really think that has been dropped in my hands, that I can really, really help people. You know, and I haven't paid any attention to the compensation plan. And my team we haven't done training on that. They really haven't paid attention to that. We're just out helping everybody. And I know it's just going to come around. I've got to slow down pretty soon and figure out where I'm at and what can happen with this. Still, I'm 75 years old and I'm still doing my insurance full time. I did my own business. I'm an independent insurance agent. So I've got my clients I've had since 2005. My little ladies and my little men, they're my people, and I can't turn them over to anybody else. So I'll be helping them with all their plans until I go to my grave. But just to know that I've got something in my hands that I can help them. And this is going to be a good Zoom for me because I haven't figured out. I almost feel like I'm crossing over, like I shouldn't be contacted all my people, because I know that they will try. They will do whatever I think is best for them, but I haven't really gone there. I've just been dealing with everybody else. We've got people here in town. A lady walks by every day because she couldn't used to go walk, but now she can with her patches. And so she's sharing. She went to the beauty shop and signed everybody up in the beauty shop the other day and didn't even know what was going on. And she didn't even know she had a right. She didn't know she had a left. We don't, you know, that's not where my team is at. We are just out helping people, and he's given us this tool that we can help people with. So it's great. And, you know, I just keep thinking some things aren't coming around as fast as what I think, but I know that it's all in his time. And so that's just where we're at.
Pat, can you share the story that you told me last
Oh,
week?
yeah. Yeah, this is so fun. I'm sleeping better now, and I never used to have dreams at all, but now I have dreams. And for 2 nights in a row, I dreamt about these. They are my clients, and I dreamt about them, and I knew they had. See, I know what's wrong with all my clients. I know because I've worked with their drugs, and so I know what you know. It's hard to not say okay, but I know I'm not a doctor, but I had dreamt about them. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to share this with them. And like I said, I've been having issues about I don't want to be doing insurance. I don't want to be hurting anybody by making them think that I'm using them or something. But I was going to message this guy, and I had pulled up their Facebook page, and I had seen their wedding picture, and I had seen all their grandkids. I had seen everybody. I had seen it, and I was just ready to type. I was going to send Rick a message and just give him that info site. And the telephone rang, and it was his wife. And I thought, no, I don't think I sent him anything. I don't know why she's calling. Well, she was calling, and it wasn't a good call. One of my friends had died, and she was letting me know. But then I said, Vicky, I said, I've been thinking about you guys. And I said, this has got to be something that we can work together. And then I said, I just been worried about Rick the last 2 nights. I've been dreaming about him, and come to find out he had shoulder surgery, and he'd been hurting really bad. So they live about 40 miles from me, and I went to Kearney. My daughter, who is also she's sharing this. She's watching all your videos. She has MS, and she's at the assisted living facility. And I'd been there to see her. And then I had this deal of patches, and I knew that they hadn't had a chance to research that lady that called, and I knew they hadn't had a chance to research it. And I just messaged her, and I said, hey, I'm out and about. I'll come over, because it was just about 50 miles I would have had to drive. I said, I'll just come over and bring you a sleeve of patches so that you can get him on them. And she said, well, okay. She says, but we're in Kearney right now. And I just messaged her back, and I said, you're in Kearney? And we were both in Kearney. We both lived quite a ways from Kearney. We were both in Kearney. So then we decided to meet at Hobby Lobby out in the parking lot. So I pulled over there, and she was done with the doctor, and we pulled over. And so we were there, and I put a X39 on just on the back of his neck. I told him to use it there until they went and put it someplace else. I don't know. I just know they work everywhere. But I put it on his back, and in 10 minutes, he went from a pain of 5 down to 0. And then about that time, one of my other clients drove up, and from the same area where this girl lives. And she come running over and gave me a big hug. And I said, well, I've been wanting to call you, and I haven't gotten done. She says, that's okay. She said, you told Vicky about it. And we talked just a minute ago, and I was in Kearney too, and she was 45 miles away also. So there we were in Hobby Lobby sharing the batches. But that's how easy it's been in my life, is because if anybody calls and they ask me questions about, well, what does my plan cover for therapy? Then I cannot say, well, what are you going to therapy for? And so then I run down the block and put patches on them so they don't have to go to therapy. So it's just been, it's really fun. I'm having a hard time concentrating on my insurance with trying to get them to take the right drug and go to the right doctor. This is just going to be our answer to really helping the people.
Well, you know what? You have the right heart to help people with the patches. And, funny thing is, you said you don't even think about the money or the placement of people. We probably need to sit down and kind of do that with you, because when I looked Pat's placement up on the genealogy report, she's already a manager. And I think she went manager in about a month. And she says, well, my goal really is to be director. So she was disappointed that she wasn't director yet. But she probably is, or could be, with the rate that she's building this business. So she is just doing an awesome time, and she has the right heart to help people. So thank you so much for sharing, Pat. I know that you and your husband have been having some great physical results with this, but we'll get into that probably on another day. I'm so glad it's working for you, and it's so easy to share it, isn't it?
It is. And I know Anne's on the line. It was crazy what I did with the show that we did. I got the place on Monday, and then Saturday we did it, and I had 2 girls. One girl just been in a day that came to help with it. And then the other one, we haven't had real good response from it, but man, what an education tool that was. Because I had them with me and they were getting to see how to introduce it to people, and Pam and Bill came, and it was a fun time. But to have all that help with everything that was sent to me to get ready for that show, I couldn't have ever done it without the team. You guys, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, you're just doing awesome, and we're glad to help in any way we can. Thanks so much for sharing, Pat. And next, I want to go up to Ann Jansen in Minnesota. And Ann is the one who shared this with me. So I'm going to just let her take over on how she shares the business with people. I know she does it several different ways, and I'll just let Ann talk about that. So take it away, Ann.
Hey, thanks, Karen.
Yes.
I think I'm down to about 2 phrases at these shows. And so people are walking past, and you really need to pull people in the booth because they walk past, they look at the top of your booth to see what's the name, and then they walk past. So you really have to have a line to bring them in. So at shows, I simply say, have you heard about LifeWave? That's it. And then the answer is always no. So then point to my signs in the back. So I really have that line. That's the first thing. And so I'm going to share a few things that we have for you to share. The first thing is make sure you know what we have as Team CELLabrate already. We're all in this a year or less. And so we keep adding things, and we're always interested in what you guys want. So please help us, give us topics to do. So we do have this Team CELLabrate, and we are Team CELLabrate if anybody's new on here. And that was thanks to Don Haskell. Shared that name with us, and I loved it. And the cell is about cell phone and the cells in our body. So it's a double meaning there. So we do have this Team CELLabrate YouTube channel. So Team CELLabrate YouTube channel. This is where I put these ones that we have done. We don't a lot of videos on lots of different things, trade shows. And then this one right here, what do I say? So that was entirely one of our videos is on what to say to people. So please go to that to see what you want to say. And I talked a lot about your approach with any market, and it's really about our attitude of what we say. First of all, we need to love network marketing. We don't want to apologize for network marketing. Network marketing got a bad rap through certain companies, or people who were taken by the network marketing companies, or it didn't work, they lost money, whatever. I definitely lost money in network marketing, but not really. Nothing's ever a mistake that we do. We learn from that and we move on. So I take everything positive that I learned from companies I was in. But I'm proud to be a network marketer. One of the reasons I love to be a network marketer is because I talk to people that I wouldn't talk to. Like, I'll say my brother, for example. It's not like I don't talk to my brother, but he decided to do the patches a year later now. And so then I call him weekly to see how he's doing, so that we have this long conversation. I wouldn't be talking to my brother this much. My brother's 80 years old. I love that connection with people. So that is a very positive thing that we are doing. So be very proud to be a network marketer. I was at a convention for massage symposium a couple of weeks ago. There were a lot of vendors there. And then there was a long pause in the day because the people would be in their little sessions. And then so we vendors talk to each other. So I bought some products that I would not have purchased. And they were probably a little more expensive than I would like to have paid, but I love these products that I bought, and it's something to wear. And I would not know about that product if it wouldn't be that person was a network marketer. So she was sharing that product with me at the symposium. People wouldn't know about LifeWave if it wouldn't be for network marketing, like Renita mentioned. So we're giving them this opportunity. Otherwise, it'd sit on the shelf and we too wouldn't know about it. I wouldn't know about it. Robin, my host, wouldn't know about it if it wouldn't be for word of mouth. So be very proud to be doing that. And then be thinking about $1,600 to invest in a company to build a business is crazy. We own a brick and mortar building that 38 years ago, we paid like $100,000 to get this going. That was a lot of money back then to get going. And this one, you literally can get in for $500. And then you're not really spending any money to get into it. You are really getting those patches. So it's really free to get into this business. And we're paying money, but we're getting those products back. So really it's free. And then the support that we get through network marketing is incredible. I had gone this past Thursday to see Steve and Gina in Minneapolis, and so grateful that they came into Minneapolis to, it was just great to be with them. I have been with them before, but not with this small group. I've been at a convention with them, but just the heart that they have. And then the This Is It team website, the This Is It info website, they have just given us incredible amounts of opportunities. And all we have to do is share that. So be very grateful for all the leaders of, that we have. And I think we're really blessed. Okay, back to this one about what do I say approach. So please watch the whole thing. And I do talk a lot about, because I'm a teacher, I dig deeply into everything I do. This has a lot about, your presentation, and I need to work on smiling a lot. Renita is like the smiling queen. She's just always smiling, and that's not natural for any of us to really smile all the time. But I bet I'm 50% better at smiling when I'm talking to people. And then when I'm listening to people, I'm smiling too. I'm getting better at that. It is something that I work on all the time, because you just feel better when you're standing straight and someone's talking to you and you are standing straight and smiling. It's just a better rapport with that person. But what I wanted to show you on this video here is what to say one. So if you look under more here, you could always get the transcript from these videos. But right here, I learned how to add the script from what I'm saying that day. So when I post this video, I will add this script again. But right here on this link here is what do I say? Here is the whole talk that I gave on this. So this is on there. And by the way, I had to learn how to do that. I Google everything on how to do this. So what do I say? So this is from the team Evolve, startx39biz.com, and we can use any website. We have all these people available to us. Whoever strikes you, go with that. That's just, there's so many great things. Dr. Stacy Holweger, amazing person. Here's her situation. Too much to read here, so you can read them on your own. And then I have a whole bunch of extra little ones here that what people say. So Judy Prom, Jack Prom, Becky Salander, Marnie, here is a lot to say. Here's mine. So the situation of what I say really does vary by the person. And at first you go through your hot market, your ultra hot market, your friends and your family. And those people know, love, and trust you. And they're pretty open to it. And sometimes that's a negative thing, and sometimes it's a positive thing. Sometimes our family and our friends are the toughest to talk to. I'm learning not to just throw up on everybody. Like, oh, we talk too much. And so we really have to back off. But there are certain people I no longer want to ask. At first I wanted everybody, and I still want everybody, but some people are so closed that all I do is talk in circles. And that means somebody who loves to use their medicine. Even if you say, well, how's that going for you? They still want to just use their medicine. They don't want to get off their medicine. So when I approach people, I might ask something about, if they're on meds, after way into the conversation about their meds, and are you interested in getting off of them? And they're like, no, I really like these. Just stop, because they don't want to, you're not going to convince them. They're not open. It's just like me. I always want to lose weight, but I'm not going to lose weight until I want to lose weight, until I'm going to stop putting food in my mouth. So you can't tell me I should lose weight. I have to make that decision. And it's the same thing with the patches. You can't talk people into using these patches. So I'm just learning when to sort in certain people who are not taking care of their health. They're not ready. When they are ready, they will come to you if you know that you have that. So that's kind of my fine line of where I've become. Like, I don't show everybody. Of course, I want them to use them, but I don't want to waste my time and their time. So basically, I ask cold market, what do you know about LifeWave? And then I go from there by their response. And I always, in my booth, I have the signs that talk about, well, I actually like what Dr. Stacy says. And she was wearing the patch here. And she said, it's my longevity patch. So I have definitely used those words. It's my longevity patch, because that's like, what? You get a reaction to that. So if you're comfortable saying that, I listen a lot more to what people are saying. And often it's, you in a conversation a while ago, you were talking about how you don't sleep well. Maybe I have something for you. Or Pat, I heard you say about your daughter with MS. You know, Julie's one of my first people I showed about MS. She has such a great story that instantly I'm like, oh, Pat, have you talked to Julie? You know, kind of a thing, you know, because I have a lot of experiences now, I have a lot of people to connect with, and that's the beauty of this. And then we can always Google any one of those issues we have. I Google LifeWave patches MS, LifeWave patches athletes, whatever, you know, that's how I find it. And I send it to those people. I just encourage you to read this script. So this script will be on there. So there are just so many things to say. So, oh, and also here's our Facebook page, our Team CELLabrate Facebook page that Don does a fantastic job. And here I'm under files. I will put this script also under files. So here's our page, and then here's the word files, and then I will will be under here. Here are a lot of the things I've put on in the past. So this is a plethora of information here again under our Facebook page. Yes, if you're not on this, you want to get on this. Really, really great. This man here, this doctor. There's so many great things on here, but I wanted to pull up the This Is It site. I would recommend that you save it here. All these things on top, look at every single one of these. So this is it, team.com. I put it in the chat already that the this is it team.com is our learning site. Steve and Jen have done a beautiful job helping us at all these drop-down menus. It does take time, but this is our education for helping everybody. Here's a compensation plan, Pat.
Yeah.
You know, it's back to you, Karen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anne. You know, I
So-
loved when you talked about be proud of the fact that we're in network marketing. I totally agree with that. And one term that I have heard recently, I guess since being in LifeWave, is this is really relationship marketing. Isn't every business we build relationship marketing? I mean, I know that's how I've built my interior design business. That's how Mike's built his CPA business. Everybody who's built a business, it's referrals and relationship marketing. So LifeWave is really no different than that at all. So lastly, I would like to turn this over to Mike. And I know he has a great story about how he shares LifeWave with some of his people that are sitting across the desk from him. And so, Mike, do you want to take it away? And you can wrap this up. And one other question, Anne, for the Team CELLabrate Facebook page, do they have to be invited? How do they get that information?
They are invited. See this word invite right
Right.
there?
Yes.
So I am part of that. And we have to be friends with people to invite them to the Facebook page,
Okay.
personal friends, and then we can invite them right there. And then Dawn adds them in. And then I also recommend that you are part of the LifeWave Wellness Warriors. Absolutely part of that. That's Renita's team.
Right.
And she has so much. So you want to be on both of these.
Yes.
I like how
Um,
you spelled celebrate. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
That's Dawn's, you know, that was her name. And I'm like, Dawn, I like that name. Could I have it for my team? You know, because Dawn's on my left side, but I get to use it for my left and my right side. But I am part of the quantum team. I mean, I have a lot of teams that I'm part of, you know, I'm part of the Evolve team. I just get a lot of messages, but to pick and choose what I want.
Anne will be editing this entire video and posting it on the Team CELLabrate Facebook page. So,
And on the YouTube channel, both.
right. So this whole recording will be out there. Thank you, Anne.
And then there's the word share on there. We can share that video also with somebody who just.
Right. Okay. So Mike, take it away.
Yeah, before I wrap it up, Anne, I know Nick Harvey had sent out a message to all asking what is the MS story? And one of the places he can find those stories is on that last website you went to Renita's website, her Facebook, I should say, page. If he just types in on the Facebook page in the search line on that Facebook page, MS, people that have set stories in on MS will show up. Is that correct?
Yes, I will share again and do that
Yeah,
because
please.
that's a great thing to point out. And then
Mhm.
also I have Julie's story on our page. So, okay, so on here is Julie's story. when she walked.
We can send that individual recording to Nick also, so that he will have that if he knows of somebody who has MS. It's a great video for that person to see what Julie's results have been. They're phenomenal. I've watched that video several times.
And
then
now you're right. where I
Here's that
wanted
button
to-
right there,
How they can use it.
right there. So all you gotta type in is MS. And then there's Julie's video that I took in front of my house. That was her. But there are lots of things on MS. This lady's walking, this lady's running. Yeah, I mean, she wasn't. Here are all the things on MS then, so that's all here. Does anybody have information on MS? So we need to do the work. We need to know this stuff is. We can't spoon feed you everything. You really got to do it for your own business, but you just got to know where some of these tools are. And one of those great tools is that search on page,
Right.
on every page of, every one of the websites right there. Just type in whatever you want
Yes.
Excellent.
and you find what you
Great
want.
tool.
Yeah.
That was worth the training
Mike,
today, right there.
for bringing that up.
Thank you, Ann. Mike, you're up.
I'm just going to wrap up by how I'm referring it to people, especially with clients sitting right over here, but also during my men's group, just how do I share it with people? And I think we've hit on a couple things with those people that are having tremendous success. It's just got to be excited about what you got your hands on here. Okay. And how do you get excited? It's about excitement and belief. Two ways. You got to get that belief in the product by using it. For one, but also by clicking on all these other links and stories and hearing how it's working for so many people, guys. You can't help but build your belief. The more you dig in, the more stories you listen to, and you see what's happening to people. And then what I do is I usually am doing the form method. A lot of the people that are coming in to my office are new to me. So I'm trying to find out, one of the first things I ask is, what's going on in your life? Because I want to know what's happening. Is there anything changed in the last year? But we get talking, a lot of times we get talking about health, and I just go from there. I just said, oh, you know what? My wife and I came across the greatest technology, something I've never heard of before. Have you heard of stem cells? And they all know, yeah, what stem cells are. Well, we found a patch that helps regenerate your own stem cells into action. And it just causes interest. And for instance, Doug was involved in one of them. Remember from past network marketing, what to do. One is I wanted to get them information. I got them hooked. They want more information. So I sent them the link to thisisit.info.com. Okay. And then I told them I would follow up with them tomorrow. And the follow-up was just like I was taught in other network marketing, a story sell, facts tell. So this guy happened to be in martial arts. So who did I call? Doug Scheibel. Okay. And he was able to share his story and how the patches work for him. And the guy's signing up. Okay. Now I've got a chance to get a couple other videos sent off to him as well. So to keep his interest peaked. So story sell, facts tell. But I just want to share again, it's just the most important thing. And I see it in Pat, is just her excitement. Okay. You can't beat that. People will come from far away to hear you. We've heard before, people will come miles and miles to watch your hair burn. Okay. If you're on fire, they're going to come. So, get excited about what you got your hands on. And what I love about you, Pat, is you're excited just totally about the product. It isn't about the marketing plan. That marketing plan will come. The money will come if you're just excited about the product we have our hands on here. And it's only going to get better with David Schmidt behind the wheel and driving this thing. He has his mindset and other items that are going to just add to our plethora of patches and products we already have that are all geared to do the same thing, help us stay young, okay? And stay young and healthy. So I'm really excited about what we got our hands on, guys. Karen, great job by everybody today.
Yes, thank you, everyone who has shared. Pat, awesome job. Ann, Mike, appreciate all you guys. Hope everybody has a good weekend. And tomorrow's St. Patty's Day, so have a great St. Patty's Day and be excited about the patches and go out and share them.
Karen, I was going to share one thing and I forgot, okay? And it's on my notes, is because I heard from Pat, from other people, that what do I say so I don't cross that bridge with my client. And so I do tell them, hey, this has nothing to do with doing your tax return, you know, and I want to share something that's working for us. And I can't guarantee it's going to work for you, but it's working for us and for a lot of people we've helped refer this to. And I just break it down that way. And then I'm comfortable sharing anything with them. Don't be afraid to share it with your clients. They deserve to hear about it. Probably more than, you know, you built up such a strong relationship with them. They need to hear about it. Okay.
And I'm sure they care more about their health than they do their taxes. So please share.
Real quick question, because
Yeah.
I saw their dog walk across the office floor the other day, limping. Does anybody know which patches you guys use on pets for arthritis?
39.
Yeah.
Just
when
the
they-
X39.
When they take the X39 off after 12 hours, put it on your pet. And what we used to do is I'd wrap it around the collar so that, you know, they're getting the benefit of the patch without sticking it to their hair. That's what I did.
And remember, it only works if you're consistent. So the problem we have with our dog is we're not consistent with that application. We need to be.
And you can put a new patch on the animal too. You know, it's
Right
not
away.
only use one. And anything that we use on our bodies, Doug, can be used on the animals. You know, if it's Eon, you know, we definitely see people patching their dogs, their animals with Eon. And then AccuLife or IceWave for pain, if you can see that they're in pain. And then type in LifeWave patches AccuLife, ACULIFE, and you can watch videos on people how they patch horses. And so then an AccuLife is the same as IceWave, but it's for animals. And so you can see how they're applying it on the horse. And then maybe you do that with your animal too, see if they're in pain. And don't forget about your plants. Stick them in your plants, throw them in the dirt.
Oh, you
Really?
put them on the dirt? I put
Yes,
one
just-
right on the leaf of my plant and it
Either
started
way.
yellow. So I don't think I was patching it correctly.
Oh.
The dirt, got it.
Yeah, in the dirt.
Okay,
Gets to the roots.
wonderful. Thank you, Anne. She's always a wealth of knowledge.
Yes, whatever.
Thank you, everyone. Have an awesome day.
Thanks,
Bye,
Karen.
guys.
See you later. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Thank you from Nebraska.